BrandLab, and I served as the creative director working with these awesome interns for 8 weeks. And I wanted to just take a few minutes to thank you all for being here, and especially a huge thank you to everyone who made today possible. So we've had generous help from Best Buy in making this not only possible, but also for our interns to work with awesome real-life campaign, and also our interns learn how to use things like Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign, and these skills will not only carry on over to their own creative endeavors, but definitely into the future roles in the industry. We would also like to thank Mia, who has been a long-time client of InHouse, and thank you for trusting our kids with your real marketing challenges. Thank you to our volunteers who have guided us and just helped all of the ideas come to life to what it is today. And thank you to the interns who have been amazing. They are so incredibly talented, and they are alumni and interns of the BrandLab, so we've seen their dedication and their passion, and I know you guys will see it too once you see their work today. And I want to introduce you guys to be a team.
Right off the bat, we want to say thank you to everyone that attended. We want to say thank you to Mitch and Claire from the Mia for allowing us to get this opportunity. And I speak for the whole team, the Mia BrandLab Improvement Agency, and all of us when I say that we've enjoyed and appreciate this opportunity. I'm Fred Williams. I'm the media director. I go to Park Center, and even though I'm a junior this year, so college isn't next year, but it's definitely in my future.
I'm Gaozong. I'm the art director. I also go to Park Center. I am undecided on where I want to go for college.
Hello, I'm Ismael Garrido. I'm the accounting executive, and I currently go to Johnson Senior High, and I will be enrolling in Mankato State this fall.
I'm Jaylin, Stanford. I attend Park Center High School. I'm the project manager of the team, and I also plan to go to Chicago State University.
Hello, my name is Lary Lopez. I am from Richfield High School. I'm the Director of Public Relations on the team, and I plan on going to Augsburg University this fall.
To begin, this campaign was brought to us by the Mia. We were challenged with diversifying the visitorship. Right now, the Mia is facing 83% Caucasian in their audience, and our job was to create an audience that really explains the West Phillip and the Whittier community, which means that we are specifically targeting Black and African American and Black descent.
So, as a group, we overall did a lot of external research, and we had great insight from our volunteer named Garrido about Whittier. And we found out about Whittier that has a total population of 14,000, and 17% of that 14,000 is made up by African American descent, and that 10% of Whittier is our targeted age group, which is 15 through 17. Whittier is also more of an independent. Newlyweds and college grads usually reside there. And Phillips West, we noticed that there was a population of 5,000, and 40% of African American and African descent make up the Whittier community. And we noticed that there was a 3% in our targeted age group, and that they were more family oriented, and that there was more communities within the community itself.
So with knowing that, we accumulated 3 main goals that we wanted to achieve at the end of our campaign. The first one is to create representation. We feel as though Mia has amazing artworks from diverse and from different people of color, and we want to showcase that to the community. We also want to create connections, so build connections between the community and make Mia feel like a home and not so much of a big. So, and Mia's slogan is also Mia is mine, so we really want to influence that into our campaign. And our last goal is to improve our family and community experience, which is introducing our target audience to events that will cater and entertain them.
And so along the way, we've had phenomenal guidance from all our volunteers throughout our whole experience, and we did also a lot of secondary research through MN Compass to really understand the community, and we've gotten guidance from developing our ideas to getting to know the community as a whole. So at the start, we really want to truly understand the communities and how they function. So Garrido from the Whittier Association, he really was able to show us and really allow us to understand the social dynamics of the community as a whole. And then the volunteers from the basic group really help us set the groundwork for our ideas and where they would take off. And later on, also our volunteers from Olsen really help us think of one specific theme for all our ideas when they all come together. And the volunteers from Oakland Boy, they really help us like understand where we wanted to go with our ideas. And later with C.H. Robinson, they gave us really thoughtful feedback on how to clean up our ideas and where they were going. And finally, our volunteers from Best Buy help us perfect our pitch. Oh, here you can see where it all started. On the left, that's our first client meeting with Mitch. And in this second picture is it's just a check-in with Clara and Mitch, and just pushing them up to speed with our progress was going. Picture on the left, that's when we were trying to think of one theme that would really capture all of our ideas, which we ended up coming up with Home Feels Like Blank. And then on the right, it's just on the final days of the experience, showing Mitch what we had come up with so far.
All right, and so that just brings us to our main idea for this campaign, which was Home Feels Like Blank. And so we got to this point when we were just having a lot of ideas, just big ideas, but we were challenged with the question of what is the purpose of this campaign. And so we just really felt that home feels like is just what really gets to our audience and what caters to them, especially because of Mia's slogan, Mia, make Mia mine. And so we wanted to just make Mia their home. And so we wanted to connect it back to our research from African American descent. And we saw that they are really connected to their families, really connected to their home culture. And so when you think of a house, you think of a shelter, you think of a place you have to go to, you have just a place, it's not really where you want to be. And when you think of a home, you think of a place where you can be yourself, a place where you can express yourself, a place where you can just be yourself. And that's really what we wanted to get to with this whole campaign. And so we're gonna go to our first tactic for this campaign, which is Home Feels Like Culture.
Well, for this Home Feel Like Culture tactic, we are also this is the kickstart off to our bi-weekly events we mentioned later in other slides. But we would love if we could team up with Funk Fest, which is an event Mia is hosting that kind of celebrates the genre of funk. We would like a feature recipe on via Facebook and also have locally owned restaurants come in and really bring the communities together. We'll have games and entertainment for the children, lively music like the Revolution, Princess Brand Revolution, and hidden socializing for the teenagers, and an open and relaxing area for the adults while also having a Snapchat filter for the event.
And so big ways we just wanted to promote this was with a promotional video that will be circulating the web via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, just a big video that will capture what this campaign is all about. A Snapchat filter for the event, so we can really cater towards the teenagers. Big thing for teenagers is Snapchat, so having a filter for that day would be really great. A jumbo chalkboard, one that you would see at Garrido Coffee. We just want to have a thing where people can really connect to our goal. We just want to show them that they are part of this community. So when they write Home Feels Like Blank, they really put themselves in there. Paid advertisement through Facebook and Instagram, invites through Facebook, and printed invite flyers that will go through the Winter Association and through Garrido.
To begin with the promotional video, we really wanted to make something short but impactful. It's going to begin with the lady coming home after a family trip to the Mia Museum. As she opens the door, you already get the feeling that this is where they live, this is their home. The kids are going to run in, and as they do their family stuff, have dinner, gets the kid washed up, and puts them to sleep, they understand that this is where they live and this is their home. When the lady comes downstairs, and it's her time to relax, and it's her time to feel good, and it's her time away from all the stress of the busy work life, she's able to relax and sit on her couch. The camera's going to pan out and show that she's in fact in the Mia Museum. So it's her house, the museum, but all of it is home.
And with the Snapchat filter, we really wanted to embody what we believe funk really was, which is bright colors, new lively music / old school music, which we incorporated through the record, and tying it all together with the Mia logo in the center. And another thing that we wanted to do was a jumbo chalkboard in the Washburn Park, which is across the street where the event will be held. We really wanted it to be interactive with our Funk Fest audience. We'll have the Home Feels Like saying and having a blank so they can fill it in what they feel home feels like to them.
And a big thing with this chalkboard is that we really want to put it into the lobby of Mia, so people, when they just walk in or walk out, they see themselves in that museum. They just really feel a connection to the museum and their community in there.
So So these are panoramic Facebook ads. With the panorama, it gives you that sort of 360 long view so you can see most of the image. So we're gonna have half of it in a house and half of it in a museum. But as you stand there and you look around through, you get the feeling that all of it is home. Same thing with our ad flyers. You have a couch in half of the house and half of the museum, but all of it is home.
This is what we're hoping to be our Instagram ad. Each little picture captures an aspect of home, and in the middle is a caption of home feels like to get the viewer thinking of what home feels like from. And also in the center there's a Mia logo that just grounds everything together into what home is and just connecting the two ideas of home.
So that is the kickoff of what we want to achieve next, which is home feels like self-expression. This event would cater more towards the teenage audience. We chose self-expression because we feel as teenagers we want to self-express ourselves and we want our voice to be heard. So we want to give unknown artists or artists that are known a chance to have that voice. So we started with bi-weekly performances full of music, dance, spoken word, slam poetry, whatever form of art that they want to express themselves in. We want to feature local artists and known influencers from around the city and community itself. And then some potential partners for headliners is Brother Ali, who's a rapper, Johanna, who sings, Frank and Jimmy, who do spoken word poetry, and they all have unique ways of expressing themselves. So ways we want to promote this is we want people to participate in it. So not only is it people around the community, but anybody around Minneapolis, the Minneapolis Twin Cities area. We want them to submit videos of how they express themselves with a 1 minute long video tagging Arts Mia, which is Mia's Instagram, and using the hashtag a part of Mia. We really want them to feel like they are a part of Mia. We want to do feature artists. We want our feature artists to do pop-up performances around Mia. We want them to generate interest with our flyers as advertisement, and we want to do paid ads on Instagram and Twitter.
So these would be the flyers for the event. And so, four of these, two of them are famous influencers, and the two other ones are just normal, regular people. And for example, our first one, Brother Ali expressing himself through rap. How do you express yourself? In the bottom right-hand corner, it would just explain how you can sign up and just be in that, just so I can be a part of it. And what we really wanted to do with this is just anyone can express themselves in any form of way. The first one, he does rap. Second, Princeton music. The third one was just the guy who does cosmetics and express himself that way. A fourth one, a designer, and just people, different ways of how they express themselves. And so the gray sided area, that would be actually a reflective mirror. So when people look at that flyer, they would see themselves. So when they look at it, they can be, this can be me. I can be up there and I can perform just like them. And ways we wanted to just distribute this was just through guerrilla tactics with the pop-up artist, going around Mia or around the neighborhood and just doing either dancing, spoken word, singing, and at the end of it, just passing out the flyers saying, this can be you, and you can do this at Mia.
Another promotional way is using the Instagram ad. So another update about the Instagram is the swipe feature that they have on now. So we really want to have Mia kind of be using that and having their audience interact with them. Sorry. And so our question we want to be asking them is, what does art mean to you? When they slide the photo, they'll see different forms of art and what art means to them. And then we'll have the audience answer the question that way.
So with our Twitter GIF ads, we wanted to represent all aspects of art, whether it be ballet, music, dance, or even modeling. We wanted to have the viewer really feel incorporated and really included and promote our hashtag of Part of Mia.
And then lastly, for our geofilter, we created a part of Mia to be used for the event. So it's going to be at the event, they'll be able to use it on their Snapchat while they're Snapchatting using the geofilter.
Overall, we wanted to really achieve our end goal, which is bringing in the surrounding communities and making Mia feel welcoming and eventually making it feel like home.
Moving along with what Jaylin said, we have a recommendation that we came up with that not only will improve our campaign with both events, but also improve Mia as a whole and make it really even take a step further to make it the best it can be. Starting off, create a Snapchat account. Social media is a big part of teenage lives. Everything from Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and Mia already has those accounts. So if you could take a step further and make an actual Snapchat account, it would expand the audience and really help us reach our target audience. Create a welcoming environment, which means encourage staff interaction, improve sense of warmth and lobby, agree with that, and teenage volunteers. All of these things will help you really connect and really target your specific audience you're trying to reach. The teenage volunteers will help teenagers that are visiting the museum have a more personal connection, because if they can understand from someone their age group, it would help them learn and enjoy their experience a lot more. And finally, technology implementation. People are using social media and their devices to get information nowadays. So if you can actually implement it in the museum, it'll help them achieve and connect more to the information that they want to learn from the art or the different showcases.
Alright, and we just really want to thank everyone for coming in today for the presentation. A big thank you to Best Buy for just sponsoring us and letting us do what we're doing today. This is a big opportunity, and I speak behind our whole team that this was a really great opportunity, and I don't know if I would have been able to do this without that. So thank you. And so thank you to all our volunteers, Olson, LASIK, Whittier Alliance, Comic Boy, CH Robinson. Thank you all so much for coming in and just helping us get to where we are today. And yeah, thank you all for coming in today. I hope you enjoy this weekend.